Oh, hi. I'm Jake. This is Oscar, my boy. Anna's on camera. Welcome to Film Day Wednesday. All right, family vacation 2017. We're going to Acadia, Maine.
Yay! Say yay!
Yay! Alright guys, so we didn't take a lot of video this round. We took some photographs, so I'll just Ken Burns the crap out of it and we'll see how that goes. So this is our view of Bass Harbor at high tide. Here's low tide. Wait, look at that again. High tide, low tide. High tide, low tide. Pretty wild. Here's some other photos of Bass Harbor. We're also looking at the trees pretty often because we're birders and we've got things like eastern phoebes, goldfinches, bald eagle here, bald eagle there. We saw some loons. They were nesting in that tall grass when we went to play at the beach. Look at this cute kid. This is a freshwater lake that we went to that was a good swimming spot. We enjoyed ourselves thoroughly looking at the birds, hanging out in the sand, trying to grab the camera, pulling focus as usual, and it was ready with sunscreen, so Oscar got sunscreened, tried to grab the camera, and generally we had a really good time. Worked on Oscar's modeling skills with his long stares, and I mean, it was pretty great. Look at that guy. I love him. So I wanted to get a family photo. Thank you very much. We got a family video instead, but that's alright. We had alcohol. But not beyond that point, though. Behind Anna and Oscar are the Bubble Mountains that he's pointing at there. We went on some trails, saw some flowers, saw some beautiful views, saw a boat, rode a horse. Whoa! Okay. Climbed to the top of Gorham Mountain, which took the better part of an afternoon, but it was very fun, and we looked out and saw some great stuff. Flexing the 55-200 here, great shot. And speaking of gear, I was playing around with the aperture ring on my 18-55, and you can see here that it's a bit washed out and colorless, and the colors are much more rich, and things are more in focus here. And if you want to discuss why that occurs between those two regarding aperture, I don't know, comment somewhere down at the bottom, and then maybe we'll get into it later at some point. Acadia is in Maine. So, what else is in Maine? Lobster. So we had lobster rolls, we had scallops. Oscar drank a bit, and there was a blackout period where apparently he went to a toga party. Now, twice we went to a place called Thurston's in Bass Harbor that had delicious lobster. And Oscar got down with some lobster, and we had a grand old time. Once we recovered, we went back out on the trail, saw ferns and blueberries and snakes and more ferns. And is that a fire tower? A real fire tower? That's so cool. Admittedly, that was a really cool part of the trip. We went fishing.
Oh, I got one. Oh, I got one. Oh, I got one now. Oh.
We saw butterflies, flowers, trails. We saw ourselves. We saw ourselves on trails. We saw them making trails. And we just generally saw some really beautiful sights. To be honest with you, I took way too many pictures. But how did this all come to pass? Well, I'll tell you. This lady. That's right, this lady right here. She is, in fact, as her bag says, the best mom ever. Anna is my best friend, my muse. She's an adventurer. She's a good decision maker. She's cheeky, and I love her. I love her tremendously. And I also love that guy without the shirt on. So, all that to say, what? Go to Acadia, Maine. It's beautiful. If you love the outdoors, if you love photography or videography or good food, nice people, hiking, listen, it's got a lot of just really well maintained, well preserved outside, and you know, it's great. So check it out. Seriously. All right, that's enough. So, it turns out that Ken Burnsing something, when not in iMovie, is time-consuming and somewhat challenging. So, I wanted to say, Ken, I'm sorry.